Hello again, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the 80-60 Rule. I'm Mark, and I am 60, and this is
Greg, how are you, everyone? I'm 80. I hope you all had a nice holiday, nice season. Thank you for listening to us.
that's right. And so this is our first one of the new year of
All right.
2023. Our first episode of 20. When do you stop saying Happy New Year? When do you have a definite cutoff? Like, for example, today, if you walked in somewhere and you went, "Hey," you saw somebody you remember, "Hey," would you say Happy New Year? Or is it too late now?
Oh, no, I say it.
You say it?
Yeah, why not? So somebody says, what? It's March,
Okay. So you let them cut you off. Okay,
and we
cool.
fist bump. We fist bump.
Yeah, then you fist bump. All right. All right,
Fist bump,
cool.
I'll tell you, I thought fist bump. Let me tell you about fist bump.
All
I
right.
thought fist bump, what was that all about, fist bump? Fist bump. But you know what? It's a great greeting. Everybody knows it. From a from a 2-year-old to a 100-year-old. You know,
Yeah.
they know, and then it doesn't take. You don't have to shake the hand; you just go like that, right?
Right. It's the shaking hand of the new millennium.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I wonder, how about this? 50 years from now, is anybody going to be shaking hands, or is everybody going to be doing that?
I I
25
don't
years
know.
from now, I don't think anybody's going to be shaking hands 25 years from now.
I don't know.
Anyway.
The
All
way
right.
the way the Congress has been going, it could happen.
How about this? In 25 years, I'm going to come up to you and reach out and fist bump you, and we'll see if you shake my hand
I hope I
instead.
can reach you.
Yeah. Okay. All right. What's up? What's on your mind?
Well, several things I'd like to talk about. Just to say, and I'm going to just read verbatim. Rest in peace to Pope Benedict, who passed away at the age of 95. And I just want to read what Cardinal said. He said that um, he resigned after the first person to resign in 600 years died at the age of 95. He stepped down in 2013 after going to church 1.2 billion Catholics for 8 years. 1.2 billion. I have no idea what the other religions are, but 1.2 billion is a lot. I have no idea about other other
I think
product.
Hindi, Muslim are up there. I mean, right?
Yeah, I have no idea what
All right. I'll
but
Google it.
yeah,
I'll ask Alexa later on.
later on.
All right.
Maybe we go in the second installment. You can come up with an answer. Okay.
Right.
The
Right.
other thing, which I never had the interest in soccer. I didn't grow up with soccer at all. Pele died several weeks ago. He died at 82. He had 1,283 goals, 1,367 matches. Heck of a 3 World Cups.
Yeah. Pele was it. Pele's the first guy I remember growing up. As far him and Muhammad Ali are the
I just
ones that
remember the name.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, because there wasn't a lot of, it was a big deal if his game was going to, I remember Wide World of Sports, ABC used to do it periodically. If Pele was going to be on a game or whatever, they'd feature that. But that's the one, him and Muhammad Ali are the two that I remember growing up as like worldwide athletes,
You know what? I got to tell you, with boxing, Mark, I really changed on boxing. I used to love boxing. I remember Jumping Joe Frazier, a Philly guy.
Hilton,
Uh,
Hilton Joel Frazier.
Jumping Frazier, yeah, and all
Yeah.
that. But when I see these guys just beating the hell out of them, their heads everywhere, I go, that's brutal. That's too brutal.
Yeah, boxing time has come and gone as far as I'm
I think
concerned.
so. I
Yeah.
cannot watch wrestling at all.
What about MMA?
I don't watch that.
Okay. All right.
I mean, I don't. That's like,
That's big. That's big.
we had a couple of people when we did the survey of what sport would you be good. If you're good at what you do, a couple of people said MMA, MMA, whatever it is.
Mixed martial arts.
Arts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like so I've been reading in the paper today some people letters to the editor about how football is a violent sport, et cetera, et cetera. They're going to get the people now and say we should ban football. Watch this. It's not going to happen. But
No, and yeah, I mean, I don't know. We'll probably talk later on about the Damar Hamlin thing, right?
yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Haley, but I just remember always the name.
Yeah. Me too. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And also, I do know, like, as I grew up, a great humanitarian. He used his fame for good his entire life.
yeah. I
Uh,
didn't know that.
yeah. So,
Really?
so not only like, I mean, kind of like the Muhammad Ali thing,
Yeah.
used it for good. So, yeah.
Not. He did not the publicity or the like a layer, but would you say Gretzky would be the one in hockey?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, definitely. Oh, sure. Yeah, Gretzky. Although Ovechkin's hot on his tail, but Gretzky was really one of a kind. Michael Jordan, but
Yes.
because soccer is so big in the rest of the world, Pele, is recognized by everybody. Not
What made
everybody.
him good? What made him good? Do you know?
I guess footwork. I don't know. I don't know because he's not that tall. He wasn't that tall. He was a short little guy. So quickness and footwork, I guess. And he probably had some smarts. That's like Messi. Messi's the same way, where he's not a big guy, but boy, his footwork is incredible. That's it. I don't know. No
Yeah.
expert on soccer.
And the last one I'd like to talk about is a person I watched a lot all the time, Barbara Walters. At the age of 93, she passed away,
Hell of a soccer player, though.
uh,
Oh,
and and she did so many for people who have daughters. She was incredible.
yeah.
I
Uh,
remember when she made watched one of the shows when it happened years ago with her on the View and all her uh, mentors came out on the View, and they had the highlight of that this week on the
oh,
View,
okay. Yeah.
and so many.
It's funny because The View was like her last chapter. Her first chapter, I don't know if young people realize there was no female anchors.
But she was the first one. I
Yeah,
remember I watched it with Harry Reeser. I remember that Harry Reeser just looked at her like, "What are you doing?"
yeah.
She was again. I liked the way she asked really I don't know personal questions, but really questions that people want to know. Like
Yeah, yeah.
I
Well,
can't
that's
remember. Like remember with uh, Tyson's wife. What was her name?
oh, that's right, Robin Givens.
Robin Givens. Remember
Yeah,
that? Yeah, Robin Givens and who? Oh no, she didn't ask Ted Kennedy. Why do you? He didn't have an idea why he wanted to be president. That was who said that? That was on 60 Minutes, though.
oh, Mike Wallace. Mike
Yeah, yeah,
Wallace. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. The Barbara Walters. Like a true trailblazer.
yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And if you're, yeah, those specials that you're mentioning, those when she used to do those interviews, like that's well, not pre-cable, but pre-satellite, pre-streaming. That was like must-see TV for everybody in the
Oh,
country.
yeah, yeah,
When there was only three networks, it would be, oh, and tomorrow night is the Barbara Walters interviews. I'm talking about like in the 70s. It
yeah,
would
yeah,
be big news or pop culture people. It was it was kind of um uh, a one of its kind thing, back then.
yeah. And I saw some clips of her. She didn't mind laughing at herself. She came in by Halloween. She loved Halloween. Get dressed up as one time as Marilyn Monroe
Yeah.
or different people. So yeah, there's no
Well,
problem making.
SNL always made fun of her. Sherry O'Terry's the one I'm thinking of,
Yeah,
but
Bawa, or something like that.
yeah, and Gilda Radner, right? That was one. So yeah, she got a kick out of those things. So that's always nice when somebody who's a big deal can laugh at themselves.
And it's interesting you said SNL. Is he trying to resurrect his career? I mean, I like that, but Danny DeVito, they doing Subway commercials. from
Oh,
Minnesota.
you're out
From
of touch,
Minnesota.
Greg.
Huh?
Danny Danny DeVito, he's been around all the time. It's probably a show you just never watched.
Really?
It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. It's like 18 seasons. This
Really?
comedy, yes, and he's a character on that. So for the last almost 20 years, he's been doing this character on that
On,
show.
on what, Netflix?
No,
What?
no. Well, I don't know
Oh,
where they're streaming it, but it's I can't remember now. FX or something like that. But it's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
okay. All right.
Long time,
Yeah,
very funny
I
show.
thought that, gee, yeah, okay.
No, he hasn't gone anywhere. But those commercials I think are pretty good. I like them. I like them.
The
For
one,
Jersey Mike's, I think.
yeah, one commercial's terrible. And
Which
I
one?
like the guy, Devontae Adams, with Taco Bell. No, yeah, Taco Bell. He comes in and he says, "Okay," and he's like he's going to, but I just want to bump into the guy, and he goes around him. Commercial.
I think I know the one you're talking about. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. They could have done better with that one.
yeah. And this is you wonder. I don't know what I'm getting on that. You wonder with these people how long they have that show. How long is Michael? What's his name? Stafford. What's his first name?
Oh,
This the quarterback for the Rams.
Matthew.
Not Matt Stafford. Matthew Stafford. Right. He's going to do the a Little Caesars commercial. No,
Oh,
Domino's
okay.
commercial. I forget.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. It was like what is it? Okay, he's maxed out on being a star. So you got to move on. Who do you move on to?
Well, wait a second. You talking about Matthew Stafford?
Yeah,
He just won the Super Bowl, right?
yeah, but that was a year ago. So
Yeah.
now, who's coming up? Would it be
Oh,
Trevor Lawrence to do it?
man, doesn't it seem like Mahomes is on every commercial?
On every commercial.
Yeah. He's good though.
He's very
Uh,
good.
let's see. I don't know who right, because Baker Mayfield's never going to get another commercial.
No,
Like a year ago, he was on a ton, or 2 years ago, he was on a ton.
yeah, he was
I don't know.
good.
I
I
don't know
still
who.
can't take him.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I know. Maybe Carson Wentz will be.
Please, no
What would he be the spokesman for?
garbage.
Yeah, what's that junk?
Literal garbage.
Yeah, literal.
That's
Okay.
what I think of him.
All right. Okay.
Hey,
All right.
don't get me started on him.
I won't.
You get over Philadelphia started on him.
Yeah. All right. What else is on your mind?
All right. Damar Hamlin. Did you watch it
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah.
live? Live?
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
I was going back and forth to the Bulls game.
Oh, okay.
And I got into the Bulls game. I said, "Oh my God, I'll go back to it." And then I said, then I go back to it. I go like, "What's this? An ambulance? What are you talking? What are you talking?" Once I said ambulance, I said, "Uh oh."
Yeah. 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 And when you're watching it live, you knew it was serious right from you just knew right away that this is not like a leg injury. This is not an arm that got. This was really big time serious stuff. So it was hold your breath sort of stuff. What's the latest news? Did you hear anything today?
He's improving very, really. I don't want to predict, but you think he'll be at the Super Bowl, not the play, obviously, but I mean, and he'll be in the audience
Oh, do I
in the
think no? I
suite.
don't. No,
Oh,
no. There's a
too
lot. No,
early.
no. I would say no. The rehab that has to take place here is probably pretty intense.
Did you like what he said, or he wrote it down? Did we win?
Did we win? Yeah. Yeah. Well, I also heard that he had no idea that he was not with the rest of us for those 2.5 days or
Oh,
whatever. He had no idea that. So when he said, "Did we win?" It wasn't like he's aware that the country was waiting to see if he was going to make it.
yeah,
The last thing he remembered, he was in a football game, and then did we win? Yeah, that's
Yeah,
incredible. I heard today he FaceTimed with his teammates.
that's what I heard. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
You
so
know,
that's
I just read that today that the NFL has about 30 doctors and nurses and different people all the time on the field.
yeah,
And I
yeah,
hope the people that has really saved them, or I hope they're acknowledged, they will be recognized, but you get to see who they are.
yeah. And now I'm feeling bad because I don't know his name, but it was one of the assistant trainers, um, who saved him, who
Yeah,
started the
was that who it was? Yeah, yeah,
yeah, one of the, not the head trainer, was the assistant trainer, because McDermott's the coach, right?
yeah.
Yeah, he said yesterday. He said that without him, he wouldn't be here. He's the one who had started, who figured it out right away. This is a big time deal,
Yeah.
and
I gotta
started it.
tell you, speaking
And the
as a
defibrillator, yeah,
yeah, yeah. I have to tell you, Mark, as a fan, as if I were a player, it would be on my mind if I'm when I'm playing now.
yeah, yeah. That doesn't
That's not gonna go away.
right.
That's not gonna go away. I think. But that happened to me,
Right. Right. And also, when you think about it, that it wasn't a huge hit, right?
No,
I mean, we've seen
yes.
worse. So that could be hockey. That could be, taking a charge in basketball, I guess. Maybe not. But meaning like,
Well, hard basketball, you come right in. Like some of the players are famous for like taking a hit from taking a
yeah,
hit.
yeah, yeah. So, it is a freak. That's what I saw. It was the freakiest of things. And, you know, thank goodness that looks like he's going to be okay.
Yeah. Well, let's our prayers out to Demar. Okay.
Okay.
Let's talk about Lion, Pants on Fire, George Santos.
George Costanzo
George
Santos. Very good.
Costanzo.
Yeah.
It could be your name. He could say he's Mark. Like, this guy is a disgrace.
Yeah.
This guy, all right, it happens. People lie about their education, or they're this or that. They went to uh, Harvard, for example. They just attended. They didn't graduate, that stuff. And
Right. Usually, isn't it that people usually the one is that they imply that they graduated
yeah,
when they didn't or something,
right, right. But this guy, his background, his ethnic group, he said he was not Jewish, he was Jewish. You
Right.
know,
Yeah.
just unbelievable. And I could tell that these other Republicans there are really the ones that are moderate. They're very upset with this guy.
Yeah.
This
There was
guy,
just something about the guy when when I saw him walking into Congress the other day on his first day, just I don't know, maybe it was the sweater, the glasses. Something made me like, I don't trust that. I wouldn't trust that guy if I met him on the street.
uh,
It was
I'm
just something.
surprised that somebody from his district is not say let's start a petition.
No, they are.
Are they?
They are. Yeah. Big
Good,
outcry. Big outcry
good.
in his district. Yeah. I'm surprised that the leaders in Congress have not. Well, I'm not surprised, but I mean, that should be the one where it should be uh, saying he doesn't cut the mustard as far as integrity. You
But
know.
you got to get him on an ethics charge.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think he's running scared right now because there's some money involved here, right?
Yeah,
Where
with
did all that
money
money come from?
you can get him. You can get him if you go. You got to go after him on that. Just that
Yeah,
guy.
that's usually
Uh,
the situation.
um, his background is his mother. And it was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And I feel sorry for the poor guy who lost to him.
Yeah. I didn't even think about that. Good point.
They had a good point in an article on him. Oh, you lost. Can you imagine? Just what?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
And the
I'm gonna
guy is
when we're done, I'm gonna look up to see his district to see what they're doing because That's terrible. He
Yeah,
should resign. So
yeah. That is. Let's talk about this things that get me upset. Um, I don't understand it sometimes. Not a lot of times now. Uh, this guy Ryan Koberger, who killed 4 people in Idaho, in, uh, in Idaho, and
right.
he killed people, and he was a doctorate student. I think, in my judgment, he was doing a dissertation. He was going to do a series. Probably wants to be on 2020, how you kill a person, how what you feel about it.
Right.
He would have been the wanted to be the star. And that guy killed 4 people. And I'm sorry, I know it's not right to say, but he doesn't deserve a trial. He doesn't deserve living.
Yeah. But he doesn't deserve living. I agree. But he deserves a trial.
It's a waste of our money. I mean, it's not going to happen. Let me tell you, but it's a waste of our time.
Yeah.
It's a waste of the taxpayers' money.
Right. Right.
And I mean, I know that's crazy. That's how
Yeah.
I feel.
Yeah.
You kill 4 people. Parents of these 4 people had to go through this for what?
Right.
What?
No, I agree with you.
I know you do.
Except
I know.
you got to. Let me just say this though. Great job by the FBI to figure out the car right away, trace it back to him. And then, did you hear? I heard yesterday that he was under surveillance when he started driving from Idaho back to Pennsylvania
Yeah.
with his father. FBI was on his tail. They stopped. The state trooper stopped him twice. Did you know that?
Yes. They let him. They give him a warning.
Yeah, but they stopped him intentionally. The FBI said stop those guys because we want to get them on your body cam.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's not like they stopped him and let him go away.
Oh,
They
I
stopped
didn't
him
read that. Okay.
because the FBI was surveilling the guy right from almost from day one. So or day of the situation, not day of, but you know what I mean. So the FBI wanted to see if there was any injuries on the hand, and sure enough, when he's holding the steering wheel while the cops talking to him, they got shots of injuries on his hands, his fingers, and then they wanted a good shot of
Yeah.
his
Yeah.
face.
Yeah.
What's interesting about that, and I think I'm just thinking of this now, I don't know, but that don't state police when they stop you, they usually go to the window over here, right, for the driver.
Yeah.
He went to the passenger side. Was that to get a better shot with his body cam thing? Probably.
Right. Yeah. And
Yeah.
let me admit, I don't want to try to admit. I know that's going to happen what I said, but it just thinking to me that this will be defense. This trial could last 2 years, 3 years,
Right. Right.
time, and all that. And we know sometimes you say like, "Come on now, come on."
Yeah. Maybe how about let's give him a trial, but he's got 10 minutes to convince us. Yeah, that's it. Not a long drawn out affair.
I mean, could you say he's crazy? Could you say,
Uh, I don't think so because that takes a lot of planning, doesn't it?
yeah?
All right. What else?
What else? It's another thing too. I mean, I'm not upset at the movie, but it's interesting. I'm glad this happened, but it gets me that they just publicized. I mean, did the local newspapers everywhere uh, put that the leader of the plot against Governor Whitmer in Michigan, he got nearly 20 years for trying
Yeah.
to kidnapping as probable assassination. It was that in the black newspaper in the country or everything
Well,
all over.
I saw it. So are you saying was it publicized?
Yeah, was it publicized enough? Those things should be that
Yeah.
people realize you don't do that.
Right.
If you do something like that, it's going to be at least 20 years.
Yeah. This is the cause and the effect. If you do that, you're going to get this.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. I think it was widely reported, but I get your point. I think we talked about it last week. Is that so much stuff happens that it pushes it right to the back then.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. 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 So I, since I know people in Michigan, and something. This was an interesting article. I'll just read it. Around the pandemic era,
Yep.
there's been a surge in employee turnover. We know that, right? We know that all over, right?
Mm.
Which results in slowing of production times and increases companies' costs. Now you got to,
You're never working with a veteran crew. You're
and you're continuing training,
right.
right?
No matter what the business is, 40% of your people, this is their first day. You know,
Yeah,
yeah. So that's
yeah,
interesting that it drops back down to like the supply chain and things like that.
yeah. And like I've never seen now you see like a different grocery store that you go to see supplies are not. You always there was the product always there. Now you got to go. Will the product be there? I think so.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, it's even basics. Yeah. Hey, can I point out? Can I compliment you on your new chair?
Yes, thank
You
you.
you get it right. We're just now when you pointed when you went like to the grocery store, the way you pivoted and swiveled, that
Yeah.
was
I'm trying to be good at pivoting.
pivoting. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I was told I would look more professional.
If you had that chair,
Yeah, I would be
okay.
higher up.
Yeah, I do. I do like how high you are. That's good.
Yeah.
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 Are your feet dangling off? Do they touch
No,
the floor?
no, I keep getting asked that. My feet are not. I'm not 4 feet.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
In fact,
Hey,
I'm looking at. I'm checking my feet right now. Right.
how tall were you 30 years ago?
I don't know.
Oh, come on.
No, I don't know.
What's on your driver's license right now?
I don't know.
Your height? You don't want to say? Okay.
No, I'm not trying to say I don't know. I can tell you this. I was having like a cancer test. And I went and the nurse says to me, "What are you?" I go, 5'8". I said, I went there. She says, "No, you're not. You're 5'7" or 6". I go, "What?"
Oh,
It
okay.
bummed me out. Bummed me out.
Yeah.
I go, what? What's happening to me? What's happening to me? You know? That's true. That's true. Like, oh, so I mean, I really don't know.
All right. So my point was, or my question was, do you know that you've gotten shorter over the last few years?
No,
No, you don't. Okay. All right. All right.
I'm not. I've lost weight over the last few years. I know
Yeah.
that. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
because the winter, when am I going to? When I should?
How about this? If you were a shoplifter and you grabbed something and ran out of the store, and I saw you, and the police came and asked me for a description of you, how tall would I say you are?
5'7".
Okay. All right. All right. We got there. Okay.
Yeah, but let's not. Something that could happen, and
You're not going to shoplift. Okay.
you're not going to stop it. How
All
we
right.
doing on time?
We got to wrap it up.
All right. Yeah, let me wrap it up before. Let me say something. I'm going to say it again a little bit, but happy birthday. A very happy birthday to Virginia McCaskey, being 100 years old on Thursday. 100 years old
Virginia
on Thursday.
McCaskey is who?
Virginia McCaskey is the owner of the Chicago Bears.
Oh yeah, going. She's George Hallis's
Uh, daughter.
daughter. She's going to turn 100, huh?
Turned
Wow.
100. And what I like about her, and I'm an Eagles fan. What I like about her, she goes to the games, even the away games. She still has passion for the job. She still has passion for the game.
Yeah. But anyway, happy birthday to her.
Yeah, happy birthday, Mrs. McCaskey. Thank you.
All right. And Mrs. McCaskey, if you're watching, we'd love you to subscribe down below there. And Greg, always nice talking to you.
Thank you. Thank you. You're okay no matter what people have said about you.
Yeah, okay. I appreciate it. I'll take that. All right. Thank you,
Thank you,
everybody.
And again, happy holidays.
It's too late for that.
I get it back in there, right?
Right.
Thank you, everyone.
All right.